well, I thought today we would get started on our knees. And your feet can be together underneath you, or if you've got a block or a stack of books or something, you can sit up on a block in Virasana, our hero's pose. Start by softening the tailbone down between the heels, softening the shoulder blades together down the spine. We'll begin by taking a breath in, rolling the shoulders up around the ears, back, exhaling, releasing them down. Again, inhale, shoulders up around the ears, back, and down. Soften the rib cage together and down as well, so the whole torso is really long but also relaxed. Soften the jaw, relaxing the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. And if you'd like, you can start here with palms face down on the thighs, allowing the eyes to close. Bringing some groundedness right to the beginning of our practice. Here in this grounding pose of Virasana, if you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice. Your intention can be anything. It can be a word, a phrase, anything that resonates with you in this moment. On our inhale, once you've set your intention, reach fingertips high, gaze maybe follows. Then use the full exhale to bring thumbs to the heart, releasing both fingertips to either side of the body. Inhale, reach right palm up. As we exhale, walk left fingertips farther to left, reaching right arm up and over the body. Taking a big full body stretch. Ideally here we're feeling an opening across the right side of the body, continuing to sit the sits bones down towards the heels or the block. Think about lengthening the fingertips away from the hips, straightening out through the elbows, softening the shoulder down. One more full lengthening breath in. Exhale, maybe fold a little bit deeper, maybe bringing a bend through that left elbow. And then inhale, rise all the way back up. At the top, bring the right palm to the left side of the skull. So left fingertips are still on the floor. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale very, very gently. Allow the right palm to draw the right ear towards the shoulder. So the more we lengthen our left fingertips towards the earth, maybe even walking them away, the more opening you may feel across the left side of the neck. Full breathing in, full exhale. At the bottom of the exhale, release the skull, fingertips come to the floor, and then inhale, bring the head back to center. Right fingertips are on the floor alongside you, inhale, left palm high. As we exhale, walk the right fingertips wide away from the body, reaching left palm overhead. Hips stay down towards the floor, continuing to ground down into the block or the earth. Soften the shoulders away from the ears, just like we did in the very beginning of our Virasana. Full deep breath in. Full exhale out. Last expansive inhale, opening across the left side body, lengthen through the elbow, fingertips reach. As we exhale, maybe fold even deeper, bending through that right elbow if it's available. Inhale, rise all the way up. Right fingertips stay to the floor as we exhale, left fingers come to the outside of the right skull. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, very slowly and gently draw the left ear towards the shoulder. Still really early in our practice, so taking it super easy on the neck and the joints. If this feels good and you can have a space for more opening, you can walk the right fingers a little wider, maybe drawing the skull even closer to the shoulder. Full, deep, expansive breath in. Deep breath out. The bottom of the exhale, release the skull. And with the inhale, bring head all the way back to center. Inhale, both palms reach high. As we exhale, bring right fingertips behind us. Left fingertips come to the outside of the right thigh, coming into a very gentle twist. Soften the shoulders down the spine. Inhale, crown of the head lifts, spine lengthens. And exhale, twist a little bit more deeply through the ribs and the belly button. On the next inhale, bring both palms to center, coming forward. Exhale, switch sides. Right palm to left thigh, left fingertips behind you. Spine lengthens, crown of the head lifts, gently tucking the chin. Inhale deeply. Exhale, twist more through the ribs and the belly button. On the next inhale, come back through center, fingertips reach high. Exhale, thumbs through heart, plant both palms down. If you've got a block or any stacks of books or anything, remove them. Coming into hands and knees. Wrists directly beneath shoulders, hips directly over knees. Coming into cat-cows, we're going to drop the belly on our inhale, softening the shoulders back toward the hips, lifting heart between the shoulders. Gaze comes forward and slightly up, staying soft through the forehead. As we exhale, press the floor away with palms and knees, rounding the spine, tucking chin, gazing towards the belly button. Using the pace of your own breath, we'll inhale to drop the belly, lift the gaze and the tailbone. Each exhale strengthens the core up and in towards the spine, rounding the back, gazing towards navel. Taking 3 more rounds at your own breath. As you move through your cat-cow, you can stay in this very front to back movement. Or if you want to bring some rounding, you can bring the ribs over to the right as you inhale up. And exhaling, bringing the ribs over to the left, kind of like a barrel roll. And if there's any other organic movements in your cat-cow that feels really juicy and good for you, you can do that as well. If you're rolling the ribs, use your next breath to switch sides. On your next inhale, we'll find neutral. Coming into a flat spine, softening the shoulders down. Bringing a little warmth to our abdominals, we're going to inhale here. Feel the abs draw up and in towards the spine, getting nice and flat through the front body, nice and flat through the back body. Exhale, extend left leg long behind you, and then eventually reaching right palm forward like you're shaking somebody's hand. Stay long through the joints, but soft. Full deep breathing, inhale. As we exhale, hug elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug. Last full expansive breath in, lengthen. Exhale, hug and stay here for 3. Drawing elbow and knee in towards the torso for 2. Full deep inhale. And exhale, release. Switching sides, root all the way down into the left knee and the right palm. Checking in with the alignment again if you need to. And then when we're ready, we'll extend right leg back. Back foot is standing on an imaginary wall and then extending left palm forward. Weight is even through both palm and knee that are rooting down into the floor. Stay long in the joints, lower ribs, hug up and in, breathe in. Exhale, hug elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hug in. Last one, inhale, get long. Exhale, hug in and hold here for 3. Draw up towards the belly for 2. Stay strong and long in the breath. Exhale, release everything down. On our next breath in, reach right fingertips to the sky. As we exhale, thread the arm through between the left palm and the left knee, bringing the back of the right hand to the floor. We'll slide that arm all the way down until we reach down to the shoulder, eventually releasing the head to the mat or a block. Left palm is in front of the face. Weight is even through both knees, hips are in one line. This may feel super good for you, and I always like to wiggle around and find that sweet spot between my neck and my shoulder. If you'd like to extend, you can reach the left thigh up to the sky, hooking the toes. From here, you may extend the palm that's on the floor up to the sky. Reverse the palm to face behind you, and then bring the back of that hand to the low back, maybe even hooking onto the bent thigh. All these variations are completely optional, so if they're not ideal for your body, you'll just come back to where it feels good. Full, deep, expansive breathing. Finding places that can soften and get easier. If you've hooked or reversed the palm, you'll inhale, extend. Exhale, palm back to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knee. Now we're all back where we started. Inhale, extend palm to the sky. Exhale, both palms on the floor. Switching side, inhale, left palm to the sky. As we exhale, thread the palm between the right palm and the right knee. Staying here in our first position for a couple of breaths before coming into any variations if you like. Notice if your breath is catching at the top of the breathing, and if that's happening, really bring a focus to lengthening the breath rather than deepening your pose. Breathe more. Where can you soften? Again, if we took any variations, now is the time. If you reverse the top palm and maybe caught onto that thigh, bring the focus to wrapping that top shoulder open and back like you're leaning the spine back. Lifting the heart forward between shoulders just like in our cow pose. Full expansive breath in. Full breath out. If you've hooked the thigh, reverse the palm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, both hand or front hand to the floor, release the knees. Meeting back where we've all started. Inhale, extend left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, both palms to the floor. Walk your hands forward, one full hand print. Spread fingers out nice and wide. Notice all the weight pouring in between the thumb and the first finger. As you do this, notice what happens to the elbows. They wrap in slightly and the shoulder blades come together and down the spine towards the tail. Keep that arm and shoulder blade engagement. Hook the toes, inhale. As we exhale, lift the knees just a few inches off the mat. Engage the lower abdominals, drawing them up and in. Notice a nice long spine as we inhale here. Exhale, begin to lengthen through the backs of the legs. Maybe staying bent in the knees if you need to. Coming into our first downward facing dog of the practice. Bring any movements here that feel really good for you. I always like to walk out my heels, opening across the backs of each hamstring, softening through the knee joints. Stay solid in your palm foundation, most of the weight between the first finger and the thumb, elbows wrapping in towards center. Once you've found stillness in the legs, give the head a nod. Nice and soft through the neck. And then a shake from side to side, really gently. Bringing the chin from one shoulder to the next. Eventually meeting in stillness in center. Inhale here. Gaze is fixed between the feet, eyes are soft. As we exhale, flutter the lips in horse breath. One more like that, breathe in. Inhale, come to tippy toes. As we exhale, begin to take small baby steps to the front of the mat, eventually meeting in a forward fold Uttanasana. Ideally, feet are hip bones distance wide or even wider. From here, inhale, lengthen the spine halfway, fingertips on the earth, the shins or the thighs, and knees bent as much as you need. And then exhale, forward fold, release down. Palms can stay on the floor here. You can catch opposite elbows. Continue to press the feet into the floor, noticing where the weight is in your feet. Ideally, you feel a connection to the ground behind the big toe and the pinky toe, and on both sides of the heels. The arches of the feet are lifted. Breathe here. Long, deep inhales. Full, deep exhales. Stay soft in the neck. Bringing any flow of movement here that feels good to you, maybe rocking the weight from left to right foot. Remember, knees can be bent to whatever extent feels good for you. So maybe straight is great, maybe super bent is what's speaking to you today. If you're rocking the body from side to side, use your next inhale to find center. Exhale, release the elbows if you've caught them. Again, notice all four corners of both feet rooting into the mat so much that you can feel the legs and the glutes engage. Exhale here, draw low belly in. As we inhale, begin to press the feet down even more, softening through the toes, beginning to stack knees over ankles. Rolling the body up one vertebra at a time, stacking hips over knees. Shoulders over hips. Again, rolling those shoulders all the way up around the ears, back and down, creating a big giant smile across the collarbone. Reset the breath. Inhale. Open the mouth, sigh. Reconnecting to your intention. Inhale, reach fingers high. Exhale, seal that intention once more, hands to heart center. Sun salutation A, inhale, reach fingers high, soft through the knees. Exhale, thumbs through heart, forward fold, release all the way down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway, again, fingers on the earth, the shins or the thighs. Exhale, plant palms, stepping back, noticing which foot you step back with, high push-up. First variation of our vinyasa, inhale to tippy toes. As we exhale, drop the knees, strong core. Elbows brush the ribs as we lower chest and chin. Unhook the toes, tops of feet on the floor. Inhale, glide heart forward between shoulders. Notice if the shoulders are rounding way forward, and if they are, bring them up and back, reaching the shoulder blades down on the spine, lifting with the heart. As we exhale, press through hands and knees, hook the toes. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Weight behind first finger and thumb. Last full expansive breath in. Lift up onto the tippy toes, starting with the opposite foot. Walk feet to hands. Breathing as you move. At the top of your mat, inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Root down through the feet. Inhale to rise, either rolling one vertebra or flat back. Arms come wide, fingertips expand to the sky. Exhale, thumbs through heart, using your full breath out. Forward fold, release down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Preparing to step back on your exhale with the opposite foot first. Stick with knees, chest, chin, or take our second variation. Inhaling, gliding forward onto tippy toes. Optional to drop the knees here. Exhale, lower halfway only, chaturanga. Elbows and shoulders in one line. Inhale, reach heart forward and up, upward facing dog. Shoulders reach down and back on the spine. Exhale, leading with hips, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths. beginning to develop some confidence in your alignment, reducing the wiggles and the shifts as we arrive in each pose. Allowing yourself to just be the pose. Full breath in. Full exhale. At the bottom of your exhale, either walk, float the feet to the hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Last sun A1 breath per pose, root down to rise. Inhale, fingers expand. Exhale, thumbs to heart, forward fold. Full breath in to lift halfway. Exhale, plant palms, walk or float, high to low. Either moving through knees, chest, chin, or flowing through your chaturanga. Lifting in your inhale, baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale here. Exhale here. At the bottom of your exhale, gaze forward. Inhale, walk, float, feet to hands. Heel toe your big toes to touch with a little space between the heels. Otherwise, your feet are slightly parted with outer edges of the feet parallel with the outer edges of the mat. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale, fingers reach high, Utkatasana. Arms can stay long or bend the elbows, coming into cactus arms. Full breath in, softening rib cage down. Weight is in the heels. Soften through the face, find your single drishti, your single gazing point for 2. Last expansive lengthening breath in. Exhale, deepen the bend in the knees, and then bring hands through heart, forward fold. Inhale, expand halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant palms, walk or float, high to low. Inhale, glide forward, up dog. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, step right foot to right thumb. Bring the back heel to the floor, root down through the outer edge of that back foot. With that connection in the outer edge of the back foot, press the feet into the earth and inhale, rise up, hero 1. Here for 3. Rooting down through the outer edge of that back foot so much that your left hip presses forward. Right hip begins to plug in for 2. Full breath in, expand fingers high. As we exhale, release the hands to the base of the spine, clasping the hands behind you. Wrap the shoulders back, lifting the heart. Inhale, knuckles reach towards the floor. As we exhale, fold the body forward, humble warrior. Right shoulder coming to the in line of that front knee. Both feet root down. If the heels of the palms don't quite reach, just bend the elbows. You can even keep the hands on the back of the spine if you need to. Soften the back of the neck, 1 more breath in. Full breath out, feel both feet root down. Inhale, rise up, unclasp the hands, expand fingers high. Exhale, open up, hero 2. Heel to heel or heel to arch alignment here. If you need to, heel toe your front foot forward or back to bring front knee directly over front ankle. Soften the shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. As we exhale, reach right fingers forward, cartwheel both hands down. Hook the back toe. For a transition, think about drawing your right knee into the chest, lifting it in. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Inhale here, lengthen the back heel like you're stepping on a wall at the bottom of your mat. Then exhale, bend the top knee and begin to peel the right knee over to the right, stacking the hips. Breathe more. Stay flexed and activated through the lifted leg. Spread the fingers wide and ground down evenly through both hands. 1 more expansive breath in, lift right knee even higher. Exhale, lengthen and place right toes back down on the floor. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop the back heel, rise up. Hero one. Feel the connection of the outer edge of the back foot rooting you down into the floor. Full deep breath in. As the outer edge of the foot presses more deeply in the mat, we begin to send the hips pointing towards the front of the room. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. One more full breath here. As we exhale, release hands to the low spine, clasping opposite thumb on top. Reach knuckles towards the floor. Inhale, lift the heart. As we exhale, tilt the body towards the front right corner of the mat, folding forward for humble warrior. Again, notice the elbows and the clasp of the hands. If the heels of the palms don't reach together, bend the elbows more. Continue to wrap the shoulders up and back, space between the shoulders and the neck. Full breath in. Full breath out. Root down through the feet to rise up as we inhale, lifting the heart. Unclasp the hands, expand high. Exhale, open up, hero two. Heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. Arms reach equally away from heart center. Bend through that front knee. Hips and shoulders point towards the long side of the mat as gaze finds over front fingertips. Full breath in. As we exhale, reach left fingertips forward, strong through the legs, cartwheel both hands down. Hook the back toes. On the inhale, draw the left knee so deeply into the chest that it effortlessly floats up and back for three-legged dog. Inhale, lengthen through the extended leg. As we exhale, bend the top knee, peel the left knee open to the left, beginning to stack the hips. Weight is even through both palms, fingers spread wide, grounding down through knuckles. Soften the toe of the standing foot, spread the toes of the lifted leg, one more expansive breath in. Exhale here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, both feet come to the floor. Inhale here. As we exhale, gaze forward, walk or float, feet to hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Take the right ankle and cross it in front of the left foot. Inhale, lengthen once more. And exhale, fold. This may also be a great place to have blocks or a stack of books underneath the palms, or you could even come up onto the tented fingertips if this is feeling like a really intense opening for you. Plant the right palm down all the way onto the floor, or tented fingertips again. Exhale here, and as we inhale, extend left palm to the sky. Think about stacking palm over palm, shoulder over shoulder. Gaze comes up towards left thumb for one more breath in. And as we exhale, release both palms to the floor. Uncross the feet. Second side, left foot comes in front of right. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. As we exhale, forward fold, release all the way down. Knees start soft and maybe begin to lengthen as you breathe more. Back of the neck is completely relaxed. Eyes have a fixed gaze. Breath is long and deep, expanding into all parts of the body. Toes soften. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant left fingertips or palm to the center of the mat directly beneath your gaze, and then inhale, right palm comes high. For 3 Soften through the toes. For 2, wrap shoulders open and back. Last full expansive breath in. Exhale, place both palms on the floor. Uncross the feet. Separate your feet hip bones distance wide, find the peace fingers, and hook onto the big toes. Bring thumbs to the big toenails as we inhale, lift halfway, bending the knees as much as you need to, and then exhale, forward fold over the legs. The eventual goal is that we can bring forehead towards shins. Stay soft in the shoulders. Press down through the toes as you draw up with the fingers, creating traction across the entire back body, giving a little space between each vertebra of the spine. Soften shoulders back and away from the ears if they creep forward. One more full breath in. Exhale, release. Stay right where you are, coming into Padahastasana. We'll lift each foot, sliding the palm beneath the feet. Coming to stand on the palms. Again, bend the knees as much as you need as we inhale, lift and lengthen, bringing ribs away from the thighs. Exhale, forward fold, bending through the elbows. Allow the body weight to rock slightly forward, pressing weight into the palms, maybe wiggling through the toes into the wrist creases. Balancing the work and the ease. So where can you soften? Where can you let go here? One more full expansive breath in. As we exhale, release palms from beneath feet, coming into our first arm balance of the practice. Heel toe the big toes together, preparing for crane or crow. Palms are shoulder width distance here, wrists directly beneath shoulders. Inhale up onto the tippy toes, bending the knees like a frog so your knees come nice and wide. Now this might be exactly where you stay if this is where you're feeling comfortable. Otherwise, my gaze is going to be forward towards the top edge of my mat. Bending my elbows deeply, I'm going to bring my knees as close to my armpits as possible. Again, this is a great place to stay and play. Playing with rocking the weight forward, bringing the weight into the palms. From here, you may lift one toe, and then the other toe, eventually lifting both feet off the floor, spreading the toes nice and wide. Think about lifting the knees in towards the chest, strengthening through the core, maybe beginning to lengthen through the elbows. If crane or crow is a super comfortable part of your practice, you can begin to release your right knee from the elbow, bringing the knee into the chest, and then placing it back down. Second side, bringing left knee in towards the chest, back to the elbow. With gaze forward, inhale here. Preparing for our vinyasa, we'll either exhale, step, or float back, chaturanga. Inhale, forward, up dog. Exhale, back. Meeting in downward facing dog or pausing in child's pose. Staying wherever you need to be for 3, 2, let go of any moments that have come before this one. Last full breath in. Open the mouth, sigh. If you're in child's pose, meet us back in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot to thumb. Drop the back heel, lengthen through that front leg. Walk the hands back about a handprint. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold over, extended leg. Think about reaching the heart longer rather than more deeply down. Opening across the outside of that front hamstring. Preparing for a balancing pose, we're going to bend gently through that front knee, walking the fingers back forward. Place all the weight in the front foot, and inhale, lift the left heel towards the sky. First step in Gracious Hero 3, both hip points toward the floor. Left foot is expanded back like you're standing on that imaginary wall again. Fingertips can stay on the earth or blocks, or inhale, palms come to heart center. For more strengthening through the low back, you can expand arms forward. Strong through the core, inhale. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Palms come back to heart if they're not already there. If fingers are on the floor, reach your right fingertip directly beneath the face. Preparing for half moon, begin to stack the left hip on top. Slowly begin to track the gaze in front of you. Core is strong. Left palm can stay at heart, or when you're ready, extend left fingertips to the sky. Full breath in. Full breath out. Stay here or bend the top knee coming into Shavasana, catching the top of that top foot. If you're in Shavasana, you'll press the left foot deeply into the palm. Wherever you are for 3. Breathing more, find your intention. Last inhale. Everybody exhale, release both fingertips to the floor. Left foot reaches to the sky, inhale. Exhale, both feet to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale halfway. Heel toe the feet nice and wide, preparing for garland pose malasana. Bend the knees deeply. Sit the hips down, elbows to the inner thigh. Feel free to rock the weight from left foot to right foot, working out any kinks you may have felt in the bottom of the feet. Soften the shoulders, deepen the breath. Long, even breath. Inhale back to center. Lift the heart to the thumbs. Exhale, plant both palms back to the floor, lift the hips, heel toe feet back together. Preparing for vinyasa, inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Plant palms, step back, high to low. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, extend left leg high. As we exhale, left foot to left thumb. Drop the back heel and then lengthen through the left leg. Walk the fingertips back about a palm print. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Either stay right here, exhale, begin to fold the body forward. So you can play with your alignment here. I notice if I press most of my weight into my right foot and stack my hips slightly, I get an opening through my outer right hip. If I square my hips to the front, I get an IT band opening on that left leg. The goal here eventually is to have the hips square, really opening across that IT band, but if something else feels better for you today, then you should do that. Full, deep, expansive breathing. Preparing for our balance. Bend through the front knee gently, walk the fingertips forward. Press all the way into the left standing foot, and as we inhale, lift right leg to the sky. Before doing anything with the hands at all, notice the hips square to the floor. Right foot is engaged, right leg is engaged, the core is strong and drawing up and in towards the spine. Once you've got that engagement, then we can inhale, palms to heart. Notice the breath, watch the breathing. Keep it long and intentional. For low back strengthening, we'll extend arms forward for 3, 2, last breath in. Preparing for half moon, exhale, fingers to heart, left fingertips come to the floor. Begin to stack the hips, rotating right hip on top. Right palm can stay at heart center, or when you're ready, begin to extend right fingertips to the sky. Strong core. Either stay here in half moon pose or bend the top knee, catching onto the top foot. If you're in Chapasana, press the foot into the hand, opening across the front right hip. Full breath in. Full breath out. Last deep inhale. Exhale, everybody, both fingers to the floor. Extend right leg high to the sky, half split, just for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, bend both feet back, flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale back. Full breath in. Full breath out. As we inhale like a wave, the airflow is going to come all the way up through the tailbone, sending through the spine, pressing top of the spine up between shoulder blades, bringing us all the way forward, top of a push-up. On the count of 10, slowly exhale to lower. 10, 9, slower, breathe. 8, 7, 6, slower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring one ear to the floor. Both arms reach behind us, backs of the hands on the floor, palms face up. Soften the breath. Take a moment to rest. Switch ears to the floor, evening out through the stretch on the neck. Inhale, bring chin to center. Bring hands forward like you're going to press up into baby cobra or upward facing dog. So if you drop your shoulder down, it reaches down towards your fingertips. Reach the shoulders back, elbows reach back as well. Before going any farther, lift the tops of the feet and the thighs off the floor, rotating your inner thighs to center and then place them back down. Toes reach back, tailbone reaches back. Exhale here. As we inhale, lift the heart forward, reaching elbows back. Excuse me. Think about your shoulder blades behind you, squeezing a blueberry, getting so strong through your upper spine and your mid-spine that the palms can just effortlessly lift off the floor. Inhale, lift longer and higher. Exhale, come back, staying in center. Full breath in. Full breath out. Reach shoulder heads back. Exhale all the way out. Inhale, second set, lifting chest and ribs up away from the floor. This time also extending toes so far back that the tops of the feet reach off the mat. Shoulder blades reach together, long through the tailbone and the low spine. Palms can lift off the earth or extend forward. Staying here for 3, 2, reach more. Last one, lift. And exhale, slowly lower. Backs of the palms to the floor, taking a short rest. From here, bring chin back to center. Bend the right knee, catch the top of the right foot. Extend left palm forward like you're shaking someone's hand, just like in the beginning of our practice. Press the foot into the palm, preparing for half bow. Exhale, feel both hip bones wrap down into the floor. As we inhale, press foot into palm so deeply that it wraps your shoulder blade back, extending left palm forward. Breathe here for 3. Left toes are reaching into the floor for 2. Last full expansive breath in. And exhale, release down. Release the right foot, right palm reaches forward. Bend the left knee, reach back, catch on to the top of that foot. Exhale here. Inhale, press the foot into the palm. Right fingertips reach forward, lifting and lengthening. Right toes spread wide, grounding down for 3. For 2. Last breath in. Exhale, release. Chin is in center. Now bend both knees, catching onto the tops of the feet. Feel both hip bones rooting down into the floor. Knees are hip bones distance wide, shoulders drop back. Exhale, hips down. As we inhale, press feet into palms, coming into full bow. Hands can be on the tops of the feet or down on the ankles if you need more space. Press the feet towards the ceiling for 3. Make sure you're breathing for 2. Soften the butt, last inhale. And exhale, release all the way to the floor. Palms come underneath shoulders, hook the toes. Inhale, glide forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, very slowly leading with hips. Downward facing dog. Bend both knees, shake your tail from side to side. Inhale here. As we exhale, preparing to walk or float all the way to seated, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward. If you're thinking about hopping forward to seated, think about drawing the knees into the chest, eventually building up enough space to get the feet all the way through. We'll meet on our bottoms with legs extended. Coming into a gentle counter pose, the goal here is more to round the spine and release, rather than getting really close to the legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Arms reach high. As we exhale, hinge the body forward from the hips, and as soon as you find your edge, that place where you can't keep a straight spine and keep folding, just allow the arms to fall down to the thighs, the shin, or the feet. From here, again, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, allow the spine to effortlessly round. Stay softened through the shoulders. Deep through the breathing. Begin to slow it down. Long through the breathing. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, explore your edge a little bit more, seeing if that breathing has created any more space for you. Maybe folding a little bit more deeply, and again, allowing the spine to round and relax. Readjusting the grip if you need. Last time, inhale, lift and lengthen, exploring that edge. And exhale, fold one last time. Send grateful thoughts to your body, thanking it for being exactly where it's meant to be. Thank yourself for showing up to this practice. Sometimes just making it onto our mats can be the hardest part. Inhale, lift and lengthen. As we exhale, rub out through the feet and the shins, coming up all the way through the knees and the thighs. From here, we're going to either bring the right foot into the left thigh, or if it's available, you can come into half lotus, bringing the top of that right foot onto the top of the left thigh, like right in the crease. We're going to be folding forward, so inhale, lift and lengthen. And as we exhale, begin to hinge the body forward. Whether you've got the foot into the thigh or the foot crossed over the thigh in half lotus, the goal is that the sternum and the knee are in one line. Hands can reach the thigh, the shin, maybe onto the feet, and if you've got the space, you can even catch onto your opposite wrist. Stay soft through the shoulders. If half lotus floatus is available to you, the benefit of this is that it's cutting off some of the blood flow into the extended leg, increasing the blood flow in the rest of your body, as well as having that heel pressing into the lower abdominal muscles, moving some of those fluid and things around in the low belly. One more full expansive breath in. Exhale, fold more or stay. And as we inhale, begin to rise all the way up. Whether you're in half lotus or foot to thigh, we're going to cross the foot over the left thigh. Preparing for a seated twist. Bring right fingertips behind you, propping up the spine, lengthening through the low back. Inhale, lengthen left fingertips to the sky, and as we exhale, hook elbow to knee, twisting towards the right. Before twisting too deeply, inhale, gaze forward. Lift the crown of the head and lift the heart. Feel the spine lengthen, and then begin to exhale and twist more. Softening the right shoulder back. Noticing the breath stay long and deep and intentional. One more full breath in. Exhale, twist more. Inhale, back to center. Release right leg long. Switching sides, left foot comes to the inner right thigh, or on top for half lotus on the opposite side. Inhale, expand arms high. Right foot is activated and flexed, and as we exhale, hinge the body forward. Let go of any expectations of where your body should be. There's no room for comparison on your mat with yourself or anybody else, even your yesterday self or your last week self. Just be here with the now. If you notice any thoughts flowing through the mind, just simply observe them and then allow them to go away. Always coming back to the tool of the breath to stay present and focused on practice. Breath is deep and long. Jaw and eyes are soft. One more full lengthening breath in. Exhale, stay or fold more. And as we inhale, begin to walk the palms up. Crossing the left foot over the right thigh. Bring left fingertips to prop up the length of the low back. Inhale, right fingertips high. And as we exhale, hook elbow to knee, taking a twist. Again, inhale, gaze forward, feel the sits bones root down, spine lengthens all the way from the tailbone up to the crown of the head. From here, exhale, twist more through the core, the low belly. Left shoulder reaches back and open. One more full breath in. And exhale, release back to center. Bend the knees, catching onto the backs of the thighs. Scoot your butt to the center of your mat, preparing to come all the way down. Inhale, lift the heart. As we exhale, roll the body back between the sits bones and the tailbone, coming into boat pose Navasana. For now, keep the hands on the backs of the thighs and lift the low belly to the thighs, staying super long through the low back. The sensation you feel in your low core and maybe your psoas muscles here is the same sensation that you will eventually use to jump all the way forward to seated. Long through the low back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, either stay with hands on thighs or release the fingers forward parallel with the shins. Staying in boat for 3, 2. Inhale, expand your sails, arms reach high, legs extend. And exhale, low boat. Releasing all the way down to the floor. Nice. Bend both knees, hugging knees into the chest. If it feels good, you can bring hands onto the knees, rolling them in one direction. And then the other direction. Keeping that deep focus on the long breath. We're going to come into a supine twist, and you've got, if you have a preference for your supine twist variation, you can come there now. I'm going to come into like a pike version, so what that means is I'm going to take my left foot underneath me and use my right hand to catch on to the top of that left foot. From here, I'm going to take my left palm and bring it to the outside edge of my right foot. Extend right leg long, inhale. And as we exhale, bring the right foot over, softening both shoulders towards the floor. Of course, if this variation is not ideal for you, you can completely release the feet and come into any variation of this pose that feels good. Full breath in. Full breath out. Where can you soften? What thoughts do you notice swirling around that are not serving you that you can just release? Inhale through the nose. Exhale, flutter the lips. On the next inhale, come back to center. Releasing any clasp that you have. Preparing to switch sides, we're going to bring the right leg under, catching onto the top of the right foot with the left palm. Right knee comes to the floor. Right palm comes to the outside of the left foot, lengthening through the left leg. Inhale here. As we exhale, fold the body over to the right. Ideally, both shoulder points stay on the floor. Maybe flexing through the extended left leg to open up through that IT band even more. What does your breath look like? What's your intention? Where can you soften more? Full breath in through the nose. Exhale, flutter the lips. Inhale, make your way back to center. Release any clasps you may have. One last time, drawing both knees into the chest. Inhale, lift the face towards the knees, and at the top of your lift, hold your breath and squeeze. Squeeze everything in towards your heart. Your face squishes, your palms and your feet swoosh. Knees squish in, inhale. And exhale, release everything down for Shavasana. Both feet fall to the corners of the mat. Gently lift the chest up, drawing the shoulder blades underneath you, keeping the heart slightly lifted. Gently lift the back of the skull off the mat, tuck the chin, and then place the head back down. Fingers naturally curl in towards the palms. Jaw is soft. Eyes are soft. Any holding or intention in the breathing, let's go. We'll stay in our Shavasana for 2 to 3 minutes. And when the time is over, I'll bring us out. Know that there is nothing to change. There is nothing to fix. Everything is exactly as it should be. And you're perfect exactly as you are. to deepen your breathing. Slowly bringing awareness back into the body. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Gently rock the head from side to side. When you're ready, begin to draw the knees in towards the chest, giving them one big final loving squeeze. With eyes still closed, roll over to one side using your bottom arm as a pillow. Take a moment to re-acknowledge your intention one more time here. Acknowledging this fetal position as an opportunity for a reset, for wherever you are. An opportunity to infuse your whole day with that intention. With eyes still closed, press yourself up to a comfortable position on the mat. Feel the sits bones root down. Coming back into that same grounding position we found at the beginning of our practice. Palms come together with thumbs at heart center. We'll close our practice with one unifying Om. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Bring thumbs to third eye point. The divine light in me greets and acknowledges the divine light in you. Namaste. 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 Thank you so much for joining today. I hope that you had great practice and that you enjoy the rest of your day. See you soon.